You're not going to do that. All right?
You just did that to me, bro. You just shoved me in the doorway.
You're going to come on. We're not going to do that. Yeah. You're out. Dude, we're doing mental arrest. You guys ain't getting up here in the middle while I'm trying to work. Get out the door now.
They could ask me to stand on my head and spin around. I'm not going to do it.
You from the property.
So go ahead and do it.
Okay,
knock yourself out. I challenge you to trespass. I challenge you to trespass. What are you talking about?
Okay. You're coming with me.
For what?
You do not get away with calling me an...
I'm in a public place, and you really have no right or reason to come out here. Can you get your hand out of the way?
I can't see you, so can you move your phone?
What starts as peaceful filming quickly spirals into chaos when officers let their egos override their training. One by one, these cops try to escalate, intimidate, and even threaten violence, but they didn't count on being recorded by someone who knew exactly how to push back legally. Get ready, because what happens next is a crash course in accountability delivered in real time.
And who you work for?
The sheriff's office.
Okay.
So people would just call that you were out here for park for a while and just want to make sure that you understand our parking ordinances. Wait, I can't even see because the sun is in my way.
Well, I think it's pretty strange that they would call you that I'm parked out here. Yes. This is a public street, right?
Yes, but
and so the taxpayers are paying for you to come out here.
Yes.
Are you like a parking person, or are you actual?
Yeah, so I'm just trying to explain to you that you can't park more than 72 hours.
Explain to me what law I've broken, because you can't come out here and ask me anything unless I've broken a law.
Well,
You're a law enforcement officer, right?
Yes, I'm trying to.
Are you a feeling enforcement officer?
I'm sorry?
Are you a feelings enforcement officer?
A feeling?
Or a law enforcement officer?
What are you trying to?
Because you're out here trying to. Because these people.
I'm not trying to move you.
That because
I'm not trying to move you anything. I'm just people were just concerned that you were out here.
Then it doesn't make sense that I'm paying taxes for you to come over here because somebody's concerned that they're driving around here actually being like stalking on me.
Okay.
And I can park here as long as I want. I'm in a public place. Okay. And you really have no right or reason to come out here. Can you get your hand out of the way?
I can't see you, so can you move your phone so I can see you? I'm just checking the welfare and just explain to you about the parking.
Well, I'm just checking to see if you know the law.
Yes,
as far as
I'm trying to explain
you
to you, but you're not allowing
me. Are these people coming around here, driving around me, walking around me, driving, walking, riding their bikes around me?
I'm just trying to explain to you about
that is stalking.
Oh, they're not.
And it has nothing to do with me parking. It has to do with these people, and you're hiding your face.
I'm not.
Are you a professional officer, or you get some glasses? I mean, this is a really bizarre encounter. Yes. First of all, no law has been broken, and you have no right to come out here and disturb me.
I'm just talking to you, so.
Well, I don't want to talk to you. I don't need you to explain to me.
Okay, then
then you're dismissed. I've been warned of what?
You can't be parking for 72 hours.
I just got here.
I'm just explaining to you.
So we're paying for you to come out here and explain to me that I can park here for 72.
Yes.
Why don't you go around the neighborhood and remove the boats and the trailers and the motorhomes and stuff like that,
and
then come back. They're not concerned about me.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
If not, I wouldn't be.
No, they're not. They're concerned about their antique truck parked behind me, or their own house, or whatever.
Well, I don't know.
You're not paid for this, and I'm not paying you for this.
Well, I'm not saying that you're paying.
I'm not paying. Yes, I am. I pay taxes, and I'm not paying.
I pay taxes too, ma'am. So
stop wasting our taxpayer dollars by coming out here with your gun and your clown outfit.
I'm just trying to talk to you, but. It seemed like you don't want to talk to me, so that's fine.
You're coming out. I'm not paying you to come out here and talk to me.
Well, I'm explaining to you.
Why don't you explain to the person that called you that I'm not breaking a law and you're not coming out here and wasting taxpayers' dollars?
So, all right. Well, you have a good day.
Cop-splaining.
Completely out of the way of everybody here. Just getting the footage I need and kind of impressed with the leaf blower, moving all these chunks of glass. But as you can see, Officer Tyrant can't help himself. It's an ego trip. Here it comes.
Just get on the sidewalk because I don't want you to get hurt, that's all.
No, I'm going to stay right here. And
because if someone hits the truck from behind, you're going to get hurt.
All right, I'll take care of myself.
Okay.
There's
get on the
nobody coming
sidewalk.
through. No.
You cannot be in the traffic.
I'm not in traffic.
You're in the street. Get off the sidewalk.
I'm getting some pictures.
Get on the sidewalk.
Why?
Because I'm telling you, you can't be in traffic.
I'm not
we have an accident scene. If someone hits a car and you get hit, that's my responsibility. Get off. Get on the sidewalk.
Why?
You can film on the
I'm
sidewalk.
not going to be arrested if I don't get on the sidewalk.
I'm asking you to get
Am
on
I
the
going to
sidewalk.
get arrested?
You want to get hurt?
I'm asking if I'm going to be arrested.
You want a car to come into you and
what
hurt you?
What I want to do is be video recording and not be fucking harassed by you. No, get away from me.
You can report from the sidewalk.
I'm recording right here. It's practically on the sidewalk.
Get out of the street. You can be arrested for being in the street.
Are you going to arrest me for standing here?
You can get a ticket.
Are you going to arrest me for standing here?
I'm asking
I will
you.
move if you're going to arrest me because that's a lawful order.
We have
I'm simply.
We have a
filming what's
responsibility
going on.
to make the intersection safe.
Yeah.
I'm asking you to get on the
Look where
sidewalk.
I'm standing, Your Honor.
This is the street.
Look where I'm standing, Your Honor. Look where I'm standing, Your Honor. Look where I'm standing, Your Honor.
I'm asking you to get off the street.
I'm asking you to leave me
Get
alone.
off the street. All right, we'll get you.
I'm asking you to leave me alone.
All right, when we're done with the scene, we'll give you a ticket.
Yeah, go for it. It'd be great. It'd be great for the department. I'm standing here filming you guys, cleaning up, and nobody's waiting. You want to make
when
a
a car
fool
comes
of shit.
when a car comes by and hits you, that's my responsibility.
How is a car gonna come by here? You punk ass. You're being a punk is what you're being.
What's your deal, man? You got another cameraman? You're at the wrong.
You got a problem with the camera?
You're at the wrong address.
Do you have a problem with the camera, sir?
I might, yeah.
You might, so do something about it.
It's not the camera I got a problem with. You got a problem.
Watch who you know who I am?
I do not know who you are.
So why you have a problem with me, sir?
I don't really care who you
Do
are.
me a favor, turn your body cam on.
My body cam is on.
It's on?
Yeah.
What's your name and badge number?
Don't worry about it. You put that close to my face.
Identify to the people. Identify to the people. And don't talk to me like that.
You know what? If you put that close to my face,
Don't talk to me like that. You to smack it. I'll pay you to smack my camera.
Where's your supervisor? Where's your supervisor?
And call your sergeant right now.
Call your supervisor.
You don't threaten to smack me, bro. You don't threaten with violence. Call your supervisor. No, you take it down. You threaten with violence. And it's recorded.
What's your name and badge number? 64 Jackman.
Sergeant, ASAP. Call your sergeant. I don't want to talk to you. You dirty.
Listen.
Your sergeant.
Listen.
Your Honor, I'm over here exercising my right to record in public. He threatened to smack me. Prosecution. He threatened to smack me. Call your sergeant, sir.
Keep it up. And
Call your sergeant.
Disorderly conduct.
You heard that, my people? You heard that? He threatened to smack me. He said I'm disorderly. Call your sergeant, sir, please.
We'll get him over here.
ASAP.
He's needed now.
And then I'm calling to you, police, and then we all making a complaint against you. Me, the people, and the world, bro.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
You crazy? How you gonna threaten to smack me, bro? You got a gun, bro. You crazy as hell, bro. You didn't have that gun, you would never do that in your life.
I said if you put the camera close to me, I'm gonna smack the camera.
I'll pay you to smack it.
We'll see if it gets there.
I'll pay you to smack it.
We'll see if it gets there.
We'll see if it gets there. Let's make it there. Put the gun away and do it. Put the gun away and do it. Yo, I'm gonna put my camera down, bro. He said he gonna smack my camera, my peeps.
Go for it. Put it down.
Who? He said he gonna smack me. Why would he say he gonna smack me, bro? Who are you, man? You work for the people, bro. You work for the people, for me,
And I need to make sure
my
the
son.
people around here are right.
And you don't smack people. You don't go around smacking people. What's wrong with you, man? That's against the law.
If you put the camera in my face, I'm gonna smack the camera in your face.
I'll pay you to smack it, bro. You got a camera and I'm gonna request those footages too. What's wrong with you? You're a public servant. And I'm holding you accountable with a camera. You feel some type of way, quit the job, sir. Take the uniform off.
I got a call here for you.
You hear me? You got a call here. You're on the wrong address.
I got a call for you.
You're on the wrong address.
Give it a second.
All right?
Give it a second. It's gonna go.
That's crazy. You heard that shit, my boy? He said he gonna smack my camera. That's your sergeant?
Captain Lillard's a bitch. Captain Lillard's a coward. I never touched your car, son. I never touched your car, son. I'm not gonna have to do shit, son.
Huh?
I'm not doing shit.
Okay. Don't you touch the car.
I never touched it.
Matter of fact, just go ahead and step away.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm straight.
Yeah.
You're a coward, by the way.
Yeah. Well,
you arrest people for saying.
Well, you know what? It's disorderly conduct.
No,
if
it's
you say
not.
it in the right context.
No, it's not.
In the right place.
No, it's not.
Dude,
I promise you it's not. Can I tell you a couple things that...
Well, listen, I know the case law on it. Okay?
Oh, what is it then? Well, then why'd you arrest someone over if you know the case law?
Because it's in a public place.
It's allowed to be. Cohen versus California was in a city hall. Cohen versus California was in a city hall, you dumbass. You ignorant piece of shit who arrests free Americans for saying... Who arrests free Americans for saying... You better back off.
You threatening them?
Get out of my face. Get out of my face, you
coward. I'm here. You're here.
You step to me. You step to me. You have bad breath. Get the fuck out of my face.
Nice, ain't it?
You're a coward little bitch. You are a coward, anti-American bitch.
You don't even
You're
know.
anti-freedom. You ain't nothing.
Why do y'all hate? Why y'all hate on
You
cops?
ain't nothing, dude.
Yeah.
Because I like
follow the law.
I don't.
Hey, I gave you.
Like you.
Listen, do you want to give me the opportunity to have a conversation?
Lillard, you're a
Conversation.
Look up Cohen versus California.
I appreciate your
Look
advice.
up Terrerage versus Fort Smith. Terrerage versus Fort Smith right here in Arkansas. You dumbass. You're a loser. I'm not telling you.
Okay, well, put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest. Disorderly.
For disorderly?
You get what you wanted.
How did I? How am I disorderly? How am I disorderly? How am I disorderly?
Y'all get premium YouTube.
How am I disorderly?
Huh? Using foul language in public place.
I'm allowed to, dude.
Yeah, okay, well, I just talked to the prosecutor. He feels different.
Well, he doesn't know. And you're about to get yourself a lot of trouble, brother.
Well, gladly. There you go. There you go.
The prosecutor will be in the same boat as you. Hey, you might want to be a little more chill on him.
You're screwed.
Yeah.
Dude, you're not going to do that, all right?
You just did that to me, bro. You just shoved me in the doorway.
Come on, we're not going to do that. You're out. Dude, we're doing middle of arrest. You guys ain't getting up here in the middle while I'm trying to work. Get out the door now.
I ain't outside the door. I'm outside the door.
Stay down. Now you guys get out. I've had enough.
Hey, don't
out. Come on. Listen, I'm trying to work here.
You ain't working.
Dude, back off.
Justin, request medical.
The key takeaway: power unchecked becomes abuse. These officers forgot that the badge doesn't place them above the Constitution, it binds them to it. So next time you're confronted while exercising your rights, remember, record everything, stand firm, and know that knowledge is your strongest weapon against tyranny. What happens when a seasoned photographer, armed with nothing but a camera, and the Constitution, walks into a storm of ego-driven cops? This isn't just another audit, it's a masterclass in knowing your rights, shutting down unlawful demands, and exposing every badge that tries to twist the law to fit their feelings. But what this officer does next, you won't believe it.
Lieutenant or somebody, you don't want to detain me unlawfully. I can guarantee you it's going to cost you dearly.
I'm telling you, you're just not going over by my partner. Nope, stay here.
I'm walking down a sidewalk, sir. You cannot impede my travels. Stay out of my face. And stop giving me unlawful orders, because I'm not putting up with your BS either.
Nope.
Sir.
You're not walking up behind my partner.
Officer work. Officer work. Listen, I'm going to walk where I want to walk, and you're going to see, yes, I am. You have no, am I being lawfully detained, or are you just getting in my face? Back up.
No, I am backing up. You're walking
just back up.
me.
Officer work. Am I
We're
being,
taking off, man.
I'm not being detained. This idiot's trying to detain me unlawfully, standing in my face. You're in deep shit, buddy. You just f***ed up. Major.
Hold on.
No, you did. You just f***ed up. So why don't you just...
Hey, no, let's watch your language, okay?
No, I'm not gonna, that's my First Amendment right to say whatever I want to say. Sure, I can.
You can't disturb the public.
I'm talking to two police officers. You guys are grown men. You can handle it.
She might be offended by it. Somebody else walking by.
Well, don't solicit any issues.
Okay, now you are starting to solicit it.
No, I'm not starting to solicit it. This gentleman just forcibly stood in front of me and impeded my walking down a public sidewalk and unlawfully just placed me under detainment.
So we know what you're trying to do here.
No, you don't. No, what I'm trying to do is find good officers, and I guess I found a couple of tyrants here today. Okay. And you should straighten this young lady out on the rules of the post office.
We're not going to argue with her, though.
Let's go. You guys are free to leave?
If I'm free to leave, I'm free to stay. Okay. Are you the sheriff by any chance, sir?
Yes, I am.
Can I introduce myself to you?
Nope.
No? Really?
I'll be back with you in a minute.
Really?
Yeah. What?
Really? So you try to be professional and courteous?
I'm going in here to do business.
Yeah, but that was a little rude, don't you think? Jack off then. Jack off. You're a fool. You're a fool.
What did you just call me?
I said you're a fool.
Did you just call me an asshole?
Not at all. No, I did not.
You better not.
No, I could say whatever I want. What do you mean I better not? What are you talking about?
Okay. You're coming with me.
For what?
You do not get away with calling me an asshole.
What are you talking about?
It's called
I did not, sir. It's on video. I did not say that.
There's a lady.
She misunderstood me just like you did, sir.
I don't think so.
Sir, I just walked up and offered to introduce myself to you. Why don't you stop acting like a tyrant and just talk to me?
Dude, I'm going inside to do business.
So you just grabbed me by the wrist, accused me of doing something I didn't do. It's all on video, man. And why don't you talk to your undersheriff? You're picking on the wrong guys. You really are. You have no idea what you're doing. Wow. Well, now you get to answer the door for the process server.
You know what? I do not have the time.
You have a mental disorder. You have a mental disorder. You do, and I'm going to see you in court, buddy. We're going to make you pay.
I'm not the one out here filming and making...
Yeah, well, you're in deep caca. I don't want to curse in front of you because you can't handle it. And you know what? My First Amendment right says I can say whatever I want to you. So you know what? I do think you're a...
Say it.
Why? You're going to arrest me if I curse?
You're absolutely
on a public sidewalk.
Absolutely.
You're going to arrest me.
Go ahead.
Keep making my lawsuit for me, buddy.
Go ahead and call
What's
me.
your badge number?
Go ahead and call me.
How do you say your name? How do you say your name? How do you pronounce your name?
Beat it.
Officer fool. Sheriff dumbass, that's what it is, yeah. See you later, buddy. Answer the door for the process server. I'm filing a massive lawsuit against you. You just did that on federal property. You just grabbed my wrist and it's all on video.
You're not as smart as you think you are.
Oh, I'm much smarter than you, buddy.
It's not federal property.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot.
What's that?
You're an idiot.
Verbal harassment.
Verbal harassment. Get in your truck and go home.
You guys are just...
I walked up and offered to introduce myself to you and have a cordial conversation. You created this mess, fool, and you're going to pay for it. You're going to pay for it.
You look at me, do you see that I'm
Yeah, small town little Andy Griffith sheriff here thinks he's the man, dude. You're going to see. You're going to see. I'll see you in court, buddy.
guys are some real people.
See you in court, buddy. Adios. Kick rocks. Toodaloo. Bye-bye. We'll see you in court.
I'm not going nowhere.
Oh, well, so you have an ego problem. I'm going to leave you alone because you have a mental disorder.
Good idea.
Is there a legal issue here?
Nope.
Just your ego. Just your ego problem, huh?
Go about your business.
You just admitted there's no legal issue.
No, there's not.
Right.
Go about your business.
I'm doing my business right now, buddy. Because you want to hear what his nonsense is. You want to hear the reality of the situation.
You, I know how ridiculous you guys are. You come out and do this.
That's what you think. That's what you think. I know how ridiculous your police department is and your sheriff's department is. So how's that?
Okay.
The rest of the world agrees with me. You guys are clowns, bro, and we're going to straighten you out. So get your supervisor down here. I don't even want to talk to you. You should have stuck with the good cop routine. We could have had a very healthy conversation.
Man, I'm trying to be cool with you.
No, you're not at all. Your job is to uphold...
Exactly what you do, man. This is what you do every
No, you don't know exactly what I'm doing. Your job is to uphold the law. I suggest you do that. And I'll take your business card from you, please, since you engaged me.
I'll give you all that. Don't worry.
I need to know who I'm speaking with, so I'll take a business card. You're going to refuse to give me a business card?
I'm going to give you one, but I'm not going to give you one right this second. Just
Why? Just is that your ego kicking in? You don't want to give me a...
No, I'm trying to get you...
If you're not going to give me a card, I'm not going to speak to you. How are you, ma'am?
Do you want 30 over here?
Yeah, you can get it.
There you go. Get 30 over here. Perfect.
Hey, do you want to float this way? They want to see.
Are you the supervisor?
Yeah, these are the audit guys that come up on YouTube all the time.
Okay.
All right, there we go.
So you're refusing to give me a business card?
Oh, I told you I'm going to give you one. But
so we hand it over.
By the time our contact is done, you'll have my business.
What's your badge number?
19033.
I don't need your business card anymore. Keep it.
Okay.
So you're going to trespass me off of public property without committing a crime. Do you know the law?
They're asking you to leave.
That's not the law.
They're asking you to leave.
That's not the law. They could ask me to stand on my head and spin around. I'm not going to do
it. You from the property.
So go ahead and do it.
Okay.
Knock yourself out. I challenge you to trespass. I challenge you to trespass me.
Why you gotta do this, man?
Not because you're being an asshole. That's why I gotta do it. I talk to assholes like assholes.
I'm trying to come here and appease them.
No, you're not. You're trying to appease them. Exactly right. Uphold the law. Try that. Honor your oath. Honor your oath. Honor your oath and honor the law. Did you take an oath to the Constitution of the United States?
What are you even talking about, dude? That has nothing to do with what we're doing.
What are you even talking about, dude? That has nothing to do with what we're doing. What are you even talking about, dude? That has nothing to do with what we're doing
Right now.
You're a fool.
Who they want on the property. So.
Not if it's publicly funded, they cannot. That's not the way it works, sir. And I'm not trying to give you a hard time. I'm just having the conversation with you.
Do you have your identification on you? Let's step over here because we got people trying to come in.
I'm off the driveway. I don't know. You're the only one standing in the driveway there. Do I have identification on me? Of course I do.
Okay. Well, I'd like to see that because you're being trespassed, so I need your information.
You don't need my information.
Yes, I do.
You can just...
We got called here, so I...
That's fine. Do you see me breaking any laws?
You're currently being trespassed from here. You didn't leave.
I believe I'm being unlawfully trespassed, and if you want to trespass me, go ahead and trespass me. Okay, but I'm not surrendering my information. You're not getting my identification from me. I value my Fourth Amendment rights, and I will not surrender or give up any of my rights.
Hey, as long as you guys stay on the sidewalk, they're cool.
As long as I stay on the sidewalk, they're cool.
On the public area.
I don't need him to think I'm cool to stand on a sidewalk. That's none of his business what I'm doing.
We're gonna leave. That's fine. But
you can do whatever you want to.
Don't go on the property because they run the main.
If I find out that this, I'm gonna look it up on Onyx right now, and I'm gonna make some phone calls. And if I find out this is public property, I certainly am going back on the property. And then you guys can come back out here and do whatever you think you want to do. That's up to you. Okay. But I'm not going to be trespassed off of public property without breaking a law. That's not the way it works.
So we understand the situation, right? They don't want you on their property.
You understand what I just said, right?
You still on the sidewalk, everything is cool, right?
Well, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand here and I'm going to videotape every single vehicle that goes in and out of this property. I'm going to get license plate numbers from every vehicle that goes in and out of this property and video everything I possibly can, and we're going to get some more people down here, like I told you I would.
Okay, well, Okay, sounds good.
Okay, you gentlemen have a good, but I'm telling you right now, if you get another phone call from these people that I'm back on the property, you know why. Whatever you want to tell me, sure. I'll listen to whatever you have to say. Yeah. Can I just get your name and badge number?
Smith.
Smith?
Yep.
Okay. What's your badge number, Mr. Smith?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter?
Doesn't matter.
All right, well then, yeah. Again, I don't want to hear a word you have to say. Kick rocks. Have a nice day. Adios, brother.
Oh no, I'm staying right here.
Well, you don't want to answer a question. You walk up, you refuse. So what do you refuse and identify yourself? What? See, this is the clowns you deal with. Don't you people have any idea what's going on in this country? Don't you think fostering a little good communication with the citizens? So why wouldn't you just give your name and badge number?
Why do you need my name and badge number?
Because that's your obligation to give it out when a citizen asks you. You approached me and engaged me.
9729.
There you go, Smith.
Anything else?
That's about it. Thank you. I don't need anything else. Have a nice day. You can listen.
You have ID, man?
Nope. This is you know what a public easement is? I never stepped on her property.
I just watched you do it.
Nope, this is not her property. This is a public easement.
This is.
No, it is. Do you see this sign?
Do you have your ID, sir?
Do you see this sign?
Do you have your ID, sir?
No, I don't have my ID.
Okay, what's your name?
No, not interested. Not interested. Listen to your sergeant. He's going to tell you to go back to work.
We're waiting for mom. Mom is on.
Well, at least the sarge knows the law. We'll start with that. I don't know. How you doing?
I'm doing well.
Blocking the driveway there.
That's okay.
Is it?
That's okay. Is it?
It's private property? No, it's not. This is federal property, which makes it public
They
property.
can go in and out.
Okay, I guess. Okay. So can I get name and badge number since you want to have a conversation?
Yourselves go on, film, and stay on the sidewalk.
Can I get your name and badge number so I know who I'm speaking
My
with?
name and badge number.
All right, well then kick rocks. Have a nice day.
Good day, guys.
Fuck off. See you later. Bye. Adios.
Bye.
Have a nice day. Goodbye. You too, Billings.
See you later.
Hi.
March on. There you go. Toodaloo. Off you go. Adios. I don't deal with people that are obnoxious.
I haven't said a word to you.
Well, you're with these fools. So as soon as somebody wants to be obnoxious, man, I turn my nice guy off and I'm done. So adios. Bye-bye. Carry on. Go back to work. We're paying you. You're not getting paid to stand around. And I would suggest that he gets his car out of that. It's not a parking space and you guys are blocking the driveway. You're going to create an emergency situation. Put your lights on if you're having an emergency. Isn't that part of your code? When you're parked in the middle of a right-of-way, aren't you supposed to have your lights on to prevent some kind of an accident from happening? Or we don't care about that here today. We're more worried about two guys with cameras. Is that the way that goes?
No, not worried about it at all. You get filmed every day.
I'm not talking about being filmed. I'm talking about you worried about blocking a right-of-way where people are trying to pull in. You could create an emergency situation here. I'd suggest you go find a parking spot and then conduct your business like everybody else has to do. And if you're going to park in a right-of-way, put your lights on. Your policy says that's what you have to do.
You know my policy, huh?
I absolutely do. Yes, sir. Read it numerous times. Okay. Yep.
All right.
And your policy says when you're parked in a right-of-way, out of your vehicle, your lights are supposed to be on.
It's not true.
Yeah, yes, it is true. Read it again. It's been a while, Billings. Yo, there's nothing that says that we can't take video of your car, so just go back to your stop and do what you got to do. Your car's locked up, right?
Tough guy here just walked right into me on purpose.
Did you just walk into him?
Walk into me, you say
I got you on video doing it, so you can just say whatever you want to say.
What's your name?
And there's no reason anybody can't video the inside of your car, so that's what I'm doing right now.
Okay.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
Okay.
Yeah, so have a nice day. Go back to your stop.
Okay.
Stop looking for problems,
Officer
man.
K.
I stayed 30 feet away from you, and I'm not interfering with your stuff. You just walked into my son. Okay? Officer Mace.
Okay.
Yeah. You want me to go find your kid and walk into him? Is that what you want me to do?
Next to my police car. How
Who cares? I'm standing next to your police car and I'm video running in the window. What the hell are you going to do about it? Go get in the driver's side. What are you talking about?
I got equipment in here.
No, you're being a jerk.
I'm not being a jerk.
Yeah, you are. You're being a fool. You just walked into a 17-year-old kid, tough guy.
No, I'm a
You got mental problems. Yeah, so why don't you go back to work before you expose yourself to be the jerk that you are even more? Yeah. You just walked in and chest bumped at a 17-year-old kid. I got it on video, fool. Yes, you did. And so does he. And so does she.
Okay.
So you can tell your story to the judge when I file a complaint against you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Go
exactly. And what are you saying I can't video in your car? Who cares?
I didn't say you video my car.
What do you got, sensitive information on there? Go close your damn laptop, fool. What are you talking about?
When I'm a fool?
You are a fool. Any adult man that walks into a 17-year-old kid is a fool. Yeah, in my book.
Here's the real lesson. If you don't assert your rights, someone else will try to erase them. You don't need to be rude, but you do need to be ready. Know the law, stand firm, and when they show up with attitude, show up with your camera and the courage to use it. That's how you protect freedom. When you know the law like the back of your hand, No badge can intimidate you. In this powerful encounter, one man calmly dismantles every unlawful order, flips the script on multiple officers, and leaves even a 25-year veteran apologizing on camera. This isn't just a First Amendment audit, it's a masterclass in how to defeat tyranny with nothing but knowledge and a camera.
Just a structure, that's it.
The structure?
Yeah.
Do you have an identification on you?
No, I do not.
What's your name?
I don't feel comfortable giving that.
You don't?
No, no.
You don't feel comfortable?
No.
Well, why in the world are you filming this?
It's a public building. Why not?
No, there's got to be a reason why you're doing it. There's got to be a reason why you're doing it.
No. Am I being detained?
No.
Okay.
But we're going to ask you why you're doing.
Just filming.
Okay.
You guys doing all right?
Yeah, how about yourself?
I'm doing fine.
He says he doesn't have any ID and he doesn't want to identify himself.
I mean, if I done something wrong, then I'll ID myself.
Well, if a terroristic threat happens and the building gets blown up, we want to be able to identify you because a series of events that have been occurring within the United States over the past 5 years.
Yeah.
9/11.
I have his photo already.
Wouldn't you think we would like to ID these people when a catastrophe does hit? Because it's not a matter of if it's going to hit, it's a matter of when it's going to hit.
So basically I'm guilty until innocent, right?
No, absolutely not. That's not what our criminal constitution states. You're innocent until being proven guilty. However, we want to consolidate all the evidence that we have if something were to occur and come knock on your door first if something does happen.
Well,
I'm not saying
I
you're
have no ill will intent. I don't have any kind of nature of that.
Suspicious that you have 3 video recordings and they're all up in our face and you're just walking around the building nonchalantly trying to draw attention to yourself because that's what you're doing. Yeah, you obviously you're probably some type of police extremist or something like that, unless you're gaining intelligence for some type of terroristic community. Wouldn't you see that from our perspective? Oh, I know I am. You don't need to tell me that.
All right.
Why would you?
Once again, am I being detained here?
Why would you hide?
Am I being detained here?
No, we're just having a conversation with you.
You guys have a good day.
Why would you do this? Why would you do this? Why would you want to?
Nothing wrong with it.
One of my officers came out here a second ago and they let me know that you're a video recording. I just wanted to come up and make contact with you. Okay. Is there any particular reason or?
No, I'm just a journalist gathering content for a story, that's all.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm a journalist gathering content for a story.
Content for a story. Do you have any ID on you or can you give me your name?
Am I in trouble or something?
No, you're not in trouble. Like I said, one of my officers, they went to a call and they just let me know that somebody was videotaping. I just like to know who's videotaping the police department.
I'm just a journalist.
You're just a journalist? Yeah. You mind giving me your name so I can put it down?
I'd rather not.
Rather not? Do you live here in Beeville or?
Am I in trouble or anything?
No, sir, you're not in any trouble.
All right. Well, at this point, I'd rather not answer any questions.
Okay. So, but you're out here. You're just videotaping the police department for journalism.
Right.
Okay. Well, can you give me an idea how long you're going to be out here? So if anybody calls in saying that there's somebody videotaping, I can let them know.
I'm not sure how long I'll be out here. Just going to get a couple of shots. That's about it. But other than that, I really can't say how long I'll be out here.
You really can't say how long you'll be out here?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, just be aware that if somebody comes by or drives by and they see you recording, more likely they're going to call it in. So we'll be coming out here just to talk to you again.
All right. Well, okay. I think you guys can see me in there. I'll be right here.
I know, but I'm talking about it as far as like cars driving by, seeing the guy standing outside videotaping the police department. They're going to call in. They're going to ask about it. So an officer might come out here just to say, hey, somebody called in, just to make contact with you again.
I understand.
Okay. You have a good day.
I can't hear you over the road noise.
Okay, how you doing today?
I'm all right.
I'm Sergeant Snyder with the Lower Colorado River Authority Police.
Okay.
And we had somebody that was just concerned about you videotaping the property over here on this side.
Okay.
There's no law against it, but we just wanted to come and talk to you about it, and as well, let's video each other. Cool. So, just wanted to come and talk to you and find out what's going on.
Just taking pictures and video out in public. That's it.
I got you. So, is there anything about the LCRA that we can tell you about, or do you have any questions, or anything like that?
No, no questions.
Okay. So, what else have you videotaped today? Anything interesting?
I'm just trying to get back to my filming, and that's it. And as soon as I'm done, I'm out of here.
Okay. So, tell me. You mind telling me about what you're filming?
I'd rather not.
Okay. You mind showing me your driver's license right quick?
What's that?
Your ID?
Before.
Just asking.
choose not. What's your name?
I'd rather not say.
You'd rather not say?
Am I in trouble or something?
No. You just, like I said, man. One of our employees over here observed that you were filming the facility.
That guy right there?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. And it doesn't really matter. So, our job is to come and make sure that you're not a threat to the facility. Do you think you're,
I don't plan on going onto your property, so
do you think that you're a threat to our facility?
I don't plan on going onto your property. I have no ill will intent, so.
Cool. Are you from Austin? You from around here?
Am I being detained or something?
No, you're free to walk off any minute.
Okay.
Let's go. I'll walk with you.
I'm all right.
Okay, then I'm gonna stand here for a minute. So anyway, where are you from? This area? It's growing a lot around here lately, man. It's a pretty interesting corner, I have to say. There's a lot goes on around here, a lot of traffic, a lot of people coming and going.
Anything we can help you with?
What's that?
Anything we can help you with, sir?
No, I'm completely fine.
Okay. I don't mind you film. Just keep your distance from us, okay? We're doing an investigation. All right?
That's fine. I'm not going to interfere. I'm not going to say anything.
Just go ahead and stay behind that yellow line right there. Sound good? No, behind the yellow line.
What's that?
Just do me a favor and stand behind this yellow line right here.
Is there a reason for that?
Yeah, I'm giving a safe distance for our investigation.
Like I said, I'm not going to interfere with your investigation. I'm not going to say anything.
Comply with my order and stand behind the yellow line. Feel free to film as much as you want, but I'm just giving you a position. If you refuse to do that, I'm going to put you into custody. This is your last chance. I just want you to stand behind the yellow line. That's the point in which I feel safe.
This is ridiculous.
You're literally 6 inches from it, and you're just disregarding me to spite me.
I just feel like you're picking on me because I'm filming, man.
I don't care if you film. I already said that multiple times.
I'm about a good 25 feet from where you are.
I don't care, man. Is there a reason why you won't comply with my order?
Because it's unreasonable.
Okay. Here's the thing. If you step one more foot closer to me, I might take that as a threat. Do you understand?
Take what as a threat? Because I step a foot closer to you?
Any closer to me. So I'll give you a 1 foot leniency. I'll work with you. And that's it, okay?
Well, if you feel threatened, I will go back over there. Yeah.
I already gave you my word. Quick, what I'm going to need, though, and I'm going to explain to you that it's against the law to fail ID. I'm going to need your information, sir.
What's that?
I said real quick, I'm going to need your information. I'm going to need some kind of name, date of birth.
And I'm being detained for?
Yes. You're being detained for suspicious activity.
That's not a crime, sir.
Okay, yes, it's not a crime, but it's our job to determine if there's a crime or not.
You have to have reasonable suspicion. You have to be reasonable, articulable suspicion that a crime has been committed.
Okay.
And I'm still waiting for that crime.
School, let me ask you this.
I'm still waiting for the crime to be.
Did you not know that I have that authority to detain you?
You can detain me, yes, you can, yes.
Thank you, and you're being detained. Here's the deal, boss.
I'm going to wait because you completely falsified that. And I really hope you put that in your report because that's going to be a felony.
Yeah, real quick, at this time, I'm going to have to ask you for your name and date of birth, sir. And
this has to be a lawful detainment.
I do want to explain to you that if you refuse or give me a false or fictitious name, it's going to be a crime.
Like I said, you have to have reasonable suspicion that a crime has been committed, and you do not have that. Okay.
At this point in time, can you tell me your name and date of birth?
Like I said, you should be familiar with Texas Penal Code 3802. And under that, I'm going to abide by that, which means I do not have to identify because you have not lawfully detained me, okay? That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to give you a hard time. I'm just telling you how it is. And if you're going to make up that story, I have to document it. Okay. So if you're going to say I gave that lady a hard time, are you really going to stick with that, sir?
She said you gave her a hard time. I didn't say nothing. I'm telling you what, I'm regurgitating what she said, sir. That's my job.
Are you sure?
What do you mean, am I sure?
I hope you go in there and ask her again.
Okay, I don't have to. I just sent him in. It's all going to be recorded.
Okay.
I understand we have cameras too, and we have microphones too.
I understand.
Okay.
I'm not out here doing anything wrong.
Yeah. And like I said,
I just went in there to figure out what it takes.
I'm going to have to ask you your name, and then, like I said, after that, we're going to basically have to take it a step further.
A few moments later.
And here's why I owe you an apology. You're right. You don't have to identify yourself. If you're a suspect in a crime, then yeah.
I understand. I didn't hear what you said.
I said, here's why I owe you the apology. You're right. You don't have to get. You can refuse to give me your name. It's not failed ID unless you committed a crime. If I suspect you in a crime, you'd have been.
How long you been an officer?
25 years.
25 years, and you made that mistake?
I wish I walked on water. I'm not perfect. I don't think you are either, are you?
Hey, that's 101 right there.
Amen, buddy. God loves me, though. That's the good news. Have a great day, sir. You're released.
So here's where we're at, sir, okay? We're conducting an investigation. There's possibly private, privileged information that's being relayed to us right now.
Okay.
Your presence and proximity so close to our vehicles is limiting our ability to move freely and conduct our investigation without interference by your proximity to us and our vehicles.
Am I inside your crime scene?
Yes, this is a crime scene. It's an active investigation area.
Where's your crime scene?
Okay. The crime scene is this area. I'm asking you to please
I would just like to know where the crime scene is, so I'm not in the crime scene.
I'm explaining it to you now, sir.
Okay.
Okay. If you could please back up to the bus stops, that's going to give us enough room to do what we need to do and preserve your First Amendment rights to film.
I'm going to stay on the sidewalk, which I have the legal right to be.
So,
and
sir,
I'm not removing from the sidewalk. It's in your policy.
I'm asking you to back up, please.
It's in your policy. I can be on the sidewalk. Okay. I don't want to give you. I don't want to give you guys a hard time. I really don't.
Yeah.
I really don't. I don't want to give you guys a hard time. I just want to stay on the sidewalk per your policy and just record.
There's no policy for standing on a sidewalk.
Recording. Yes, there is. 302.
So
interacting with the community.
Okay.
States that I have a legal right.
Yeah, and he's saying
to record from public property. Okay. I don't want to give you guys a hard time.
No,
I'm not here for that. I'm just here to record.
Right.
I came because I heard it on the scanner. It was an alleged kidnapping. Okay. And I'm just documenting that. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
now I was on the property. Okay. Even though I do have the right to be on the private property, I stepped to the public sidewalk. That is more than enough. And in fact, your officer moved the vehicle to block the view. So I don't know what more you want me to do besides me sitting here silently recording you guys.
Just stay right here and just keep doing what you're doing right now, and that's fine. Just realize if the officer asks you to move, then that's what he's asking to do. If you need crime scene tape, then that's a potential that could come up. But it's not necessary. You backed up, you're over here, you're still recording, and you can continue to do that as long as you remain over here and don't crowd. The fact that he had to come over here and ask you to do it then redirects his attention, and that's one of our concerns.
So what is it about me that caused him to redirect his attention? Did I say anything? Did I do anything to grab your attention besides just recording?
Well, I saw you recording back here, sir, and as you move, continuing closer to us, as I already explained to you, you impede our ability to move around the scene that we're working in because you kept encroaching on us.
Okay, so the fact that I walked over here, right?
No, sir,
so
you're all the way up here.
I was right here.
So,
I was standing where you were.
I'm not going to argue with you.
Okay.
Okay. I explained to you why I made contact with you, and I appreciate your cooperation, sir. Okay.
All right. I don't want to interfere with you guys. You guys can go back to do what you were doing. I don't want to sit here and engage with you guys anymore. It's
Just to answer
clear.
that question specifically, it wasn't you. It wasn't the fact that you're recording. It's your proximity to what we were doing, and that's the concern. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Thanks.
I'm staying on the sidewalk.
What's going on, sir?
What's going on, man?
How you doing? No, man. Would you do me a favor? Can you just back up just a little bit? You're not doing anything wrong. I'm just asking you just to back up a little. Is that okay?
I'm stepping over the side over here.
Yeah, that's fine. If you don't mind just going in line with the pole, that way we have enough room time. Okay?
I don't understand how me just moving 2 feet to the side is, they always gotta push some sort of authority or give you some sort of directive. I've been sitting here recording, no issue.
We just videotaping the police for some unknown reason. How you doing? Are you trying to prove a point or something? We're just here talking to you. And who's your friend down here? Yeah. How would you like if somebody came to your place of business, your home, just creepily videotaped you? Would that be okay with you? Okay. got nothing better to do?
Now, the cop-splaining that you're about to witness is mind-blowing, folks. Check this out.
So what are you doing out here on county property?
County property?
This is
Public property?
No, this is county property.
I'm on the sidewalk.
It's still county property. This is the thing, okay?
Okay.
You're down here, you're videotaping all these vehicles, okay?
All these vehicles?
Now listen to me. Now,
am I being detained?
I'm trying to explain to you.
Am I being detained?
Right now you are, because
for what crime?
It's suspicious activity, because these vehicles down here, and you can look it up, these vehicles on this road have been burglarized numerous times, and that's fact. You can look.
That has nothing to do with me.
It does right now, because it's suspicious activity.
Did you see me go near the vehicles?
You're walking right down here by these cars.
Did you see me go look at a vehicle, look in a vehicle, go near a vehicle?
Videoing. We're just making sure what you're doing is on the up and up.
So basically, I'm being detained for suspicion of burglary. Is that what you're saying?
It's suspicious activity because we're trying to find out what you're doing.
I'm just taking video and pictures out in public. That's all I'm doing.
All the time.
I'm not trying to argue with you, but if I'm not being detained for an actual crime, I'm just gonna walk away. I'm not trying to argue. I already stated that I was just taking pictures out in public. I'm a journalist, gathering matters of public interest. That's it. I have no interest in burglarizing vehicles, especially at a sheriff's office.
That's why we're talking to you, though, because we do get a lot of people coming through here. We have had these vehicles burglarized numerous times. That's why we're talking to you. We're making sure you're on the up and up. If you're out here and you're doing stuff journalism, that's fine. We don't have a problem with that. But our job as law enforcement officers is to protect and serve, and that's also protecting and serving the people that work in this building. Okay, because we have inmates in here that are locked up. Okay, so we also have a concern about a possible prison bird or a county jailbird. Okay,
I don't see how.
You may not see how, but we've had 3 or 4 months ago, we had an inmate escape. Okay, so we're going to be concerned when people are walking up and down this parking lot. You're videoing.
But am I still being detained at this?
Okay, you're telling us it's for journalism reasons. That's fine.
Right.
Okay.
But am I still being detained at this point?
No, you're not.
All right. Y'all have a good day.
Okay.
Let this be your reminder. The Constitution isn't a suggestion, it's the supreme law of the land. And knowing it gives you the power to turn intimidation into accountability. Stay calm, stand firm, and never let authority bully you into silence. Because real strength comes from standing up, even when they expect you to back down.